Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Wherever you're watching this from, we are back with another video, as you can see. And today, or tonight, it's raining a little bit, so I'm going to try to make this a little quick. So tonight, I want to talk about these huge job cuts, job layoffs. Because I've been making my videos, and if you've seen any of my last videos, it's been talking about the government. We've been talking about politics. We've been talking about, left, right, everybody. I've had some people that have listened to some of my ideas, liked it, appreciated the videos. I've had some people that have been not so much as appreciative. I've heard a lot of just go get a job. Stop being lazy. Y'all stop sitting on your butts. Y'all stop doing this. Get out and work like everybody else. Get out and work. Go find you a job. Go find you a job. Which is perfectly fine. I have no problem with that. But today I want to show why maybe some of these people aren't finding jobs, even the ones that are looking, even the hardworking ones that do work, like me. It's still hard. And this is why. I had to write it down because it's a lot. So we're going to start with the federal workers. As you guys know, due to the government shutdown, due to maybe this administration, prior administrations, whoever, right? Federal workers. So we're going to start with them by numbers, and you can go look these up. I just wrote it down because I couldn't remember all of them. Okay, so with federal workers, there's been at least 4,200 workers that have been laid off, directly impacted to the government shutdown, and nearly 200,000 federal workers have either left their jobs or been laid off by late August. So that's the federal workers. It's a large number. So those are some of our most important people that we need to worry about, and it's over 200,000. It's estimated to be about 300,000 by the end of this year, at least. Okay, so we'll start with tech jobs. Well, second we'll do tech jobs. Intel. So Intel is planning to lay off, or has laid off, a bunch of workers to revive its business. So that means Intel not doing great. Disney to lay off several hundred workers. This is Disney. Think about your kids. Think about all those trips to Disney that you want to take, or maybe have took before, or plan to take in the future. It may become a little bit more difficult for that now with less workers. Okay, Amazon. Let's get into a little bit of numbers. I'm sure you guys have heard of Amazon. Mass layoffs have already occurred since, I believe, 2020 in Amazon. Now, Amazon randomly have cut 14,000 corporate jobs. And I believe I've seen some rumors around. I've seen a few statistics where they said it's going upwards to about 600,000 jobs. I'm not sure if they're corporate or just regular worker jobs, but it's due to AI, because they're incorporating AI technology to, combat some of the problems going on with the business, it says. So they're bringing in AI technology, basically getting rid of the real workers, the humans, and incorporating AI technologies for Amazon. So right now that stands at 14,000 upwards to about 600,000. You pick. Target. They're laying off 18. Well, they have laid off or plan to lay off about 1,800 corporate positions. So that'll trickle down. So whenever the corporate is losing at least 1,800 spots, that'll trickle down to the workers or so on and so forth. UPS. So they have UPS either plans or have got rid of 48,000 workers as part of its turnaround plan. Whatever the turnaround plan is, I'm not sure. We might need to check into whatever the turnaround plan is, because 48,000 jobs, 48,000 people for a turnaround plan is huge. Nike has announced staff reductions. Starbucks has trimmed staff. Meta has trimmed staff due to AI. Microsoft, over 6,500 workers or positions. Nestle, 16,000 due to cost cutting, is what Nestle claims, or maybe their business is in turmoil, so they're cutting 16,000 due to cost cutting. Lufthansa Group, I'm not sure exactly what that is, so they plan to relieve 4,000 positions through 2030. Novo Nordisk, 9,000 workers or positions, about 11% of its business. And ConocoPhillips, about a quarter of its workforce, they're planning to get rid of. Okay, and that's just a few that I've seen. And so I decided I wanted to write down a couple of those because I couldn't remember all of those in the numbers. But, okay, so the bigger picture is what's happened to all those jobs, and where are the new jobs being created from those losses? Because I've literally had people argue with me about there's so many jobs out here. There's so many different positions. People are lazy. People are entitled. They need to go and find jobs, right? Which I could agree. People are. Some people are entitled. But a lot of those people are regular workers just like you and me. So what is the argument to those people? What do we tell those people that just, the Amazon workers, 14,000, wake up, no job. Upwards to 600,000 people, no job. And we still have people saying, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. But the majority, pretty much all of these things, if it's not trying to revive their business, or if it's not trying to save itself by cost cutting, it's AI technology. So what do you guys think about the AI technology coming to replace you and take your job, right? If you're any of those companies, you are at a higher risk, or I won't say a higher risk than anywhere else, because everywhere is at a higher risk, but those places have already started. They've already started cutting, and they plan to keep cutting. And I forgot to mention Walmart as well. Walmart, I know the CEO said they're going to pause hiring for 3 years to incorporate AI technology. So for all you, just go get a job, people, or it's going to get better, people. When's the time frame that you foresee it getting better? Because I want to know, because to me it looks like I'm not seeing a foreseeable future when these jobs are coming back, when these jobs are going to start hiring regular people again, or if these jobs are even going to start hiring regular people again. So it's not that a lot of people aren't looking for jobs. Yes, there's their fair share of people that aren't looking for jobs, but what about those people that have been working those jobs? What about people that have been with those companies for years and years and years? Some of these people are very, very educated, very well qualified to work in these positions. And the companies just say, I don't care. We're cost cutting. I don't care how great of an employee you are. We can't afford to pay you. Or maybe they can afford to pay you, but they just don't want to. So my true question is, what is the bigger plan whenever all these places choose to cut, or have cut, or you've already lost your job? What is the plan? is what I need to know. Or where are the new jobs going to come from, and what are the new jobs? And if you guys have any tips, or you have any insight to where the new jobs are, who's going to be working them, how we're going to be working them, are they going to be affordable, and also are they going to be affordable enough to pay livable wages, and especially if they're incorporating AI technology, how much is that going to hurt the American people? How much is that going to hurt you and I? How much is that going to hurt a family member that has looked for a job, or maybe have worked for one of these companies, maybe work in tech, maybe do physical labor, maybe work in these food industries? Um, it's getting bad. So I just wanted to come with some evidence of pretty much just to say, like, nobody's job is secure right now. So if you see somebody struggling or looking for a job, or they're trying, it's hard out here for everybody right now. No matter what position, no matter how educated you are, no matter what color you are, it's hard. It may be harder for some due to systemic systematic racism, or whatever it may be. It may be harder for some people. But lo and behold, or nonetheless, it's hard for all people right now. So don't look down on somebody that you see trying, or maybe don't have a job right now, or maybe can't support themselves right now. Don't just look down on people and just call them lazy and just act like they don't want to work, or just act like it's just so easy to get out here and just work wherever you want, or actually have a choice to pick and choose where exactly that you want to work. Because a lot of people that are working full-time jobs and they work every single day, they're still not being able to make ends meet. So before you jump online and jump on the internet and call those people lazy and say that, oh, these people just need to work, they're too entitled, they're too this, they're too that, ask these companies, where are the jobs going to? Where are the new job openings coming to? I hear a lot of people saying, okay, AI is going to create a lot of manufacturing jobs, but also not understanding that a lot of these manufacturing job positions, such as manual crane operators and things like that, do you know they have AI crane operators at this point? So my question is, where are all the jobs? Where are all the jobs? If you happen to see this, like, comment, subscribe. Love you guys. I'm out.